Okay, so I've been noticing that some YouTubers have gotten some predated information on how to basically overnight slash AFK money farm in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I figured out the solution how to properly do it. Some other people kind of have too, but I want to share the proper method with you guys. So first you're gonna need is Chisu, right? Yeah, Chisu, level 100. You need to have Dark Pulse in the first slot. That's the bare minimum, right? You need that. Only Pokemon in your party. If you have anything else in your party, it's not going to work because the option for do you want to switch is going to happen. You're going to be in a continued cycle, so that's not going to work out. You're going to need 26 calcium, 26 HP up. So you're going to have your special attack and HP maxed out on this little goldfish. And you're going to have 1 in defense. That's just fine. That just really helped with Hariyama, which is basically the only threat to this method, right? You're going to need the amulet coin, put that on the fish. And then lastly, you're going to need is a turbo controller, or a controller with turbo function. Personally, I use the 8-bit Do Ultimate controller. It's just a great wireless controller that works for PC and Switch. You can really get any controller that has a turbo function that's going to work. You can look into Power A if you want on the cheaper side. So you know, those are your options. Probably going to cost you between $40 and $60, depending on what you're looking for, or $40 and $80. So that's like the minimum barrier to entry for this. You're going to need to spend a little money for this controller, but the payoff is that you're literally going to have enough money basically forever to get all the items you want in the game, and that way you can like competitively battle and, you know, not worry about having to look for items other than Terra shards, which still wish that they add the like to purchase, but you can put like one shard at like 50,000. There you go, problem solved. Make it expensive. So, and then yeah, that's it. So basically how this works, right, is you go up to the person at the counter and you activate the turbo function. So the A button is being continuously pressed because it's being held down. You're gonna need some kind of weight, I guess, on it. Or if you have a way to control, your controller lets you just, you have it configured so it's just continually pressing A no matter what without even being pressed, that works too. Because the game never changes your character's position after you win, it's just gonna go on a repeated cycle. Now the variable here is all the different trainers you go through. I would say about 95% of them aren't a threat at all. You're faster than them because you're level 100. You hit harder. You're literally a goldfish that lowers their special defense, and you are a special attacker, right? So you're gonna nuke them most of the time. There's a few that aren't gonna get destroyed in one shot. I believe like the Sylveon, but mostly everything's gonna get one shot. And anything that doesn't get one shot doesn't kill you because you're like 40 levels above it anyway. Now here's the threat, right? The threat is Hariyama. You're not gonna be able to kill the sumo in one shot. It's just not happening. Now what's gonna happen is when you hit it, it's gonna go below half. So you two-shot it. You're gonna two-shot it. It's after the first shot, it's gonna terrestrialize, right? When that happens, it's gonna use close combat. If it crits, there's a chance that it knocks you out. Usually, you know, basically if you get really unlucky, it'll crit you and you lose, and then you go back to the Pokemon Center. That's like the worst case scenario, but that's the only threat. But based on these you know, HP up and health up, you should be fine in terms of in normal situations. The crit is the outlier. Even if you survive the first hit, if it, you know, unless you mess it up in terms of the stat spread, if it's able to hit you again, you'll go down. Basically, it will two-shot you, but you're gonna two-shot it and you're fast. So it's only gonna use close combat, and that's basically it. That's the only threat you have to worry about. So once it's past that point, there's something to worry about. Very rarely do I come back to my own Switch and I saw that I lost. So, you know, that's like 8 hours plus of money grinding. You know, depending on where you start at, you know, you could cap out at the 10 million, which I wish was more, but it is what it is. Or, you know, you might be in like the 8 million range. Either way, it'll give you enough money to do whatever you want for that day and then some. Like I have hundreds of each item now to purchase because of this method. So I wanted to share this with you guys. That way, you know, you don't have to worry about money anymore. So I hope you enjoyed this guide. And you know, the rest of the video is just like the cycle of this fish just nuking on everything. So just let me know what you think. If there's any other flaws, which again, I looked at my own footage. I don't see any other threats, or like close to threats I'm gonna be worried about calculations. So, you know, hope this works out. Hope you make loads of money, and I'll see you next time.